Save $3 on sweet and juicy blueberries, just $3.99 for a 1-pint package. Get grilling this cut match with frozen baby back pork spare ribs, just $3.49 per pound. Bluebonnet white hamburger or hot dog rolls, $3.49 for a package of 8. Save $2.10 on select varieties of Friendly's ice cream novelties, just $4.79 for a 6-pack. Super savings on Poland Spring Water, only $9.99 for a 24-pack. Have a happy and safe cut match holiday from the marketplace.
You can count on us.
You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Tuesday, July the 31st. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us tonight. With just one day to go before the first ball is bowled at Cut Match, we'll be live at Somerset Cricket Club with senior officials as preparations are finalized. Our Ian Rollins is standing by, so please stay tuned for that live update in just a few minutes. In other news, after a relative period of quiet, we've now experienced 2 shooting deaths in a matter of 8 months, both thought to be gang-related. So where is government's anti-gang initiative in all this? National Security Minister Wayne Kane says rest assured it is working, and effectively so. Gary Moreno has that story.
Mr. Keynes asserts that contrary to talk that government's anti-gang initiative Operation Street Safe is proving futile given the uptick in firearms and gang activity in recent months, the effort headed up by Gang Violence Reduction Coordinator Pastor Leroy Bean is in fact meeting its mandate.
On Friday night, we saw the coordinated crisis response element of our team. They were at the hospital bringing comfort to the family. They were dispersed through the neighborhoods, dealing with family and friends thereafter, and it had some significantly strong elements. Pastor Bean now leads up this team, and he was able to spend time with the Bermuda Police Service. He was able to spend time with the family. I believe that the team is active in helping not only with what's going on in the community, but being a community source. People feel comfortable talking to our team, giving them information, helping them understand the texture and the culture of what's going on in the street.
Explaining that he understands residents of this country want quick action to eradicate the gang problem, the minister reminds it wasn't created overnight, and arriving at a solution will take some time.
The gang violence reduction team, we have a focus on education, and that's going to be in the schools. We have a long-term strategy, and that deals with the mind and helping change the ethos and how people are thinking.
Mr. Keynes, however, warns this does not in any way mean the approach will be completely softly.
Make no mistake about it. The police are going to have to be strong. They're going to have to be firm. We have a criminal justice system that holds people accountable without fear and without favor. Obviously, we can't discuss what we believe the strategy is for that, but this is a focus for this country, for this government, for the people of Bermuda, that we have to deal with this problem head on. It's a difficult place for us to be in. We are now at murder number 36 since 2008. 36 young men have died in our country as a result of gang violence.
With that in mind, the minister argues it can't be expected that government alone will solve this problem. There has to be community involvement. The minister, however, says he understands the reluctance of individuals to come forward and provide information to police or testify in court in criminal matters for fear of reprisals.
We have to break this not snitching culture, and we have to put the infrastructure around it. After people give evidence, they feel safe that they'll be protected. And so I don't think necessarily there are two schools of thought where there is this no snitching culture, and then it's another frame of thought. After I give evidence, then who protects me? And I think we have to look at legislation around protecting people who give evidence in court, and that is something that we'll make strong recommendations to the Attorney General, my colleague, about bringing legislation that allows people to give evidence and they're protect them whilst they're giving evidence in court. More specifically, then we have to break this code of silence, the non-snitching code that exists in our community.
Now, with possibly only 2 more sessions remaining, it's unlikely any such legislation will be tabled before the House of Assembly goes on summer break. The minister, however, assures any information provided on this latest murder or any other criminal activity will be treated with the strictest of confidence by the Bermuda Police Service as they seek to bring those responsible to justice. Gary Moreno, reporting for the Bermuda Broadcasting News.
We now cross live to Somerset Cricket Club, where the club's president, Vashon Blanchette, is with Ian Rollins. Ian?
And thank you, Diane. We are less than 48 hours away for the 116th Annual Cup Match Classic between cup holder Somerset Cricket Club and challenger St. George's. Standing with me to my left is the new president of Somerset Cricket Club, Mr. Vashon Blanchette, who's been in the hot seat for the last 8 months. Vashon, what's it been like in the last 48 hours as you prepare for the annual classic?
The last 48 hours have been very busy, as you can probably understand. All the vendors coming in to set up their stalls, the plot holders setting up and so forth. Loads of public appearances and things of that nature, radio interviews. They camped in the premier reception yesterday. We hosted the seniors tea party over on the eastern end of the field. So it's been very busy.
As for your staff, your committee putting things together, final stages, it's getting really rough. People coming in, as you said, putting things in their stalls. What's that been like as you work with your committee with the last few hours before the Cup Match Classic?
The fortunate thing is that I have a very competent committee around me, so it's definitely a situation whereby the workload is shared amongst everyone. I'm not taking everything on. I don't think any one person can, do all of this. You can see it's a lot of logistics that go into hosting Cup Match. So everyone's been pulling their weight, and we'll be ready for Thursday morning.
What's it been like for you overall? Been in the seat now for the last 8 months.
It's been a very good experience. I sort of knew what I was getting into, but until you're actually in the seat, do you not get a full appreciation for what it involves? But saying that, I was vice president to Mr. Mabry for 4 years, so I have a pretty good understanding of not just running the club day to day, but also what it takes to put on an event like Cup Match.
Okay, I'm not going to stop you. I know you're a busy man, so thank you for your time. We're going to be back later on in the news segment. We'll speak to Mr. Alan Richardson and Jordan De Silva, the captain of Somerset Cricket Club. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Ian. Once again, reporting from the Somerset Cricket Club. We'll have more for you after this short break, including our long holiday weekend weather news. Stay with us.
Price Rate is your one-stop shop with something for everyone. Household goods for kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom. Aisles of bulk groceries at value prices. A complete selection of fresh meat and produce. And an extensive range of frozen items to cover every meal. Wines from around the world and beer and liquor at discount prices. Visit Price Right at our 2 locations in Pembroke and Warwick. There's always something new and always something for everyone.
I've been diabetic for 13, 14 years.
People develop type 2 diabetes over a number of years.
People can lose their sight. There are other people who have lost their limbs through amputations. There are many people who are on dialysis, and you're at increased risk for things like strokes and heart disease.
I had fears that I would have a heart attack, or I would have a stroke, or I would lose limbs, or lose my eyesight. The program Diabetes Reversal has made me really realize that it's a lifestyle change.
The program is designed so that the patient can learn to take control of the disease instead of this disease taking control of you.
I feel so good. I feel like I've been given a second chance.
It's not a crash course, it's not a diet course, it doesn't involve supplements or pills or anything like that.
Just take that leap of faith and know that there is a way without medication.
I invite you to take the first step on the journey of the Diabetes Reversal Program here at the Premier Health and Wellness Centre.
From happy beginnings and life choices that we make along the way,
Colonial protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
health insurance with far-reaching benefits,
Family protection and long-term financial plans.
business insurance and generous employee benefits.
For happy beginnings to happy ever after, visit cgigroup.com.
Colonial, where people come first.
Welcome back. Well, CCTV cameras are set up to cover the Somerset Cricket Club grounds as a new addition to this year's Cup Match safety plan. Police say there will be no road sobriety checkpoints during the 4-day holiday. National Security Minister Wayne Kane says police will be highly visible.
I would like to share some key and salient points that I feel that are important for the public to know. Over the holiday weekend, there will be an additional members of the Bermuda Police Service on overnight watches with up to 50 officers that are above the standard levels to deal with the illegal or antisocial behavior. In total, there will be roughly 150 police officers deployed throughout the weekend. At the Cup Match grounds, for the first time this year, we will have CCTV cameras that will be covering the grounds at the Somerset Cricket Club. And I should note that there will be up to 50 officers daily with a command center at the Somerset Cricket Club field. I am hopeful that every individual that visited Cup Match grounds would have an enjoyable time and act responsibly in the celebratory spirit of the holiday. I would be remiss if I did not inform the public that the Ministry and the Bermuda Police Service have a zero-tolerance policy with regard to persons operating vehicles and watercraft whilst under the influence of alcohol. In this regard, the Bermuda Police Service will take steps to prevent, stop, and detain anyone found to be driving whilst under the influence of alcohol. If you are found to be under the influence of alcohol and in control of a vehicle, you will be arrested. So please do not drink and drive. Turning to the water. As you know, mariners will be very active on this coming Sunday. In conjunction with the Bermuda Regiment, the Bermuda Police Service will maintain high visibility with 6 vessels on continuous patrols.
Meanwhile, police urging calm in light of information circulating via social media suggesting that someone is going around brandishing a firearm at random individuals. These incidents are said to have taken place at Snorkel Park and Cedar Hill. Presently, police have no information that can substantiate these incidents, as nothing of that nature has been reported to the police. If anyone has any information that can assist police, we ask you to contact them directly at 295-0011. Well, another sunny, gorgeous day today. Let's go over to AccuWeather headquarters to see how long these dry, sunny conditions will last.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
The BF&M Insurance Group is pleased to bring you tonight's AccuWeather forecast. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brittany Boyer. Hopefully you've had a great Tuesday. Pretty nice weather right now on the island. If you're here for vacation, you picked a nice week. Limited precipitation over the next couple of days. So looking at the radar, you can see that we're in A-OK shape right now. We've got some moisture off to our north and west, but besides that, really not a whole lot to show you right now. Even our satellite showing relatively quiet conditions across the island. So for this last night of July, hopefully you can get outside and enjoy it. Temperatures are sitting in the low 80s, humidity right around 70%. Our wind is coming in out of the southeast, 5 to 10 knots, so not too breezy outside. The water has warmed up to a comfortable 84 degrees. And if you're going out on the water, we have no kind of marine issues out there right now. You can actually see waves inside the reef running between 1 foot or less, so nearly calm conditions out there inside the reef. Outside the reef, we're looking at waves anywhere from 1 to 3 feet. So, as I mentioned, we don't have any kind of marine alerts to tell you about for this Tuesday evening. Our next high tide coming in at 12:03, that's on Wednesday morning, and then we have low tide at 6:22 on Wednesday morning. Overnight tonight, quiet weather, low temperatures sitting in the mid-70s. We'll be under partly cloudy skies, so pretty tranquil weather. And even tomorrow, Wednesday, the middle of the work week, we're looking pretty nice here. Partly sunny, 84 degrees, our low temperature of 75, so pretty seasonable, at least for this time of the year. And that is all thanks to high pressure that's pretty much parked right near us, and that's going to keep the conditions relatively nice here, at least through the end of the work week. By Friday, we'll allow for possibly a couple of spotty showers, but besides that, we have a nice little area of high pressure right over the island. So if you're here for vacation, hopefully you enjoy this nice stretch of weather. Doing any traveling, heading out toward the East Coast, it is going to be a soggy day tomorrow from Toronto, Canada, with showers and thunderstorms. You get into places like New York City and Boston, we'll be watching for some storms, drenching thunderstorms into the southeast, including around Atlanta. Some of those downpours could produce some flash flooding out that way. So keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling back home or traveling to the East Coast in the days to come. A quick look at what's going on into some other locations. Jamaica 91, couple of thunderstorms in the area. Pretty quiet in Barbados and Trinidad, low 80s, so a little bit cooler and also a bit unsettled as well. Your extended forecast here, you'll notice that we don't have much in the way of precipitation over the next couple of days. Seasonable high and low temperatures in the 70s at night. Again, by the time we get into Friday, we'll have a weak disturbance nearby. That could allow for a passing shower or two. Otherwise, we're looking very nice as we get closer to the weekend.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
It's hurricane season. Here are some tips from BF&M. Before a storm, make sure you have a family plan. Stock up on food and water and protect your home. Board up and make sure your insurance policies are up to date. After a storm, check everyone's safety, especially seniors. Inspect your property and secure from further damage. Then, note the damages, list, and take photos. Remember, you can always count on BF&M 24/7 during hurricane season and all year round.
Attention neighbors, I just got a great night's sleep on my Beauty Rest mattress, so I'm feeling refreshed, recharged, and ready to go. This means for the next 24 hours, I will be a coiled cobra of energy and enthusiasm, ready to strike. 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 That is all. Ready to strike.
At Dreams, we don't just sell mattresses so you can get better sleep. We do it so you can be awake. Dreams, the mattress professionals.
I got these for seasickness last week, and they're terrible.
That's strange.
I know. I put one behind each ear like you're supposed to, and nothing happened.
These are tablets. You're meant to take them with water.
I got this pump for my asthma. Hasn't changed anything.
Show me how you're using it. It's an inhaler. You're meant to breathe it in.
Well, this toothpaste? Definitely off.
It's a hemorrhoid cream.
Well, that explains why my gums are shrinking.
Surface Terms has been serving Bermuda for over 25 years, supplying and installing tile and natural stone. We have a large in-stock selection of beautiful porcelain wood planking, including our exclusive Bermuda cedar tile. You will also find Bermuda's best in-stock selection of countertops, including natural granites, exotic quartzites, and silestone engineered quartz in all the newest colors. Our team will be happy to help you. Stop by our showroom at 17 Serpentine Road or give us a call at 295-8005.
And take it for the Cats! That's the Sonic Cats!
Now we return live to the Somerset Cricket Club grounds with Ian Rollins. Ian, back to you.
And thank you, Diane. As promised, we have Mr. Alan Richardson to my right and Mr. Jordan De Silva to my left, the captain of Somerset Cricket Club. We're going to start with Alan first. Alan is a former cup match player and now a commentator for the Power 95 team. What's the expectations for the next 2 days on Thursday and Friday?
Well, you know, I came up nice and early. I had a look at the pitch, and obviously the pitches looks like one that's going to play really well. And I think, and I'm going to chat with Randall probably on the first morning and get his opinions as well. But I think that particular pitch, if somebody puts their head down, we're in for a century.
Really?
Yeah.
You're calling now?
I think we're going to get a century out of one of these teams, right. Most definitely. And I think the team that sort of gets, I would imagine that gets the game by the scruff of the neck first. I think they're the ones that will be able to control the match.
With less than 48 hours away, as a former player, what goes through your mind right about now?
Well, I think, you know, the boys, I've noticed them here, they're going through the paces, they're warming up, so to speak, they're doing some bowling, they're doing some batting. So right now, they're really concentrating on that. I think the butterflies will begin to fly and fly information probably later on tonight, probably tomorrow, but each one know their duty. And I know with someone like Jeff Richards, I know he's got his players well ready. You know, I don't think they're going to come, as some people seem to think that Somerset is just going to be very complacent. And even with Jordan, it's very nice to see Jordan really sort of grow and take command of this team. And then also the club team, so I must really congratulate him for that. I always used to give him some banter when he was younger. right? You should tell him he's not going to amount to anything, right? But I'm certainly glad to see him mature because it bodes well for this game called Cup Match. And I think he's taken the bull by the horns, and he represents not only Somerset but the entire sort of western end of the island. I think he does it very well.
Let's move over to Jordan. Jordan, this is the last Cup Match, not trial, but the practice for your team after being selected Saturday night. What sort of preparations are you going through right about now?
I think now it's just about some guys getting used to each other. You know, we have 2 coaches in the team, and to their credit, they've blended in well with the group. We had our first team function last night at Camden House with the Premier. That's our first official thing as a team since the team was picked on Saturday. So as you can see, you know, we guys are just going through our last little bit of training, you know, just to keep guys, you know, in it because we haven't done anything since Saturday. And then tomorrow night we will check into the hotel, you know, and then discuss how we want to do things come Thursday.
We call you a seasoned veteran in Cup Match now. This is your 3rd year as the captain. What's that like?
Well, to be honest, it's refreshing, so to speak, because I was always nervous before my Cup matches as a player, but since I've been captain, I've actually been quite calm. And yeah, it's actually like the backward than what I thought it would be, and and even though thinking about more things, how I'm going to get this person out, what I would do if I went to tour, things like that, I enjoy it, and that's why I think I'm so comfortable doing this because it's what I want to do. I believe that you can't do anything that well unless you're enjoying it. So.
We haven't had a victory in 2 years, obviously because of Mother Nature. Mother Nature controls that. What are the expectations over the next 2 days? The weather conditions are supposed to be favorable for 2 days of cricket.
Well, I think, as usual, we'll play to win, and then if Mother Nature takes control, we can't control that. We control the controllables, and our goal is to dominate from first ball, prove why we're the champions and why we've been for almost over half a decade now. And then, we just go out there, and then whatever it is, whether it's betting, we want to put up a good score, and if it's building, we want to put them under pressure early. So whatever it is, we're looking to win the game, and if things take a different course as the game goes on, then your game plan changes. But at the end of the day, as long as the Cup's in Somerset, most people will be happy.
Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
I know you get back your squad.
Yes, no
We're going
problem.
to wrap it up here from Somerset. We'll be back tomorrow night with some more interviews. I'm Ian Rollins, along with Alan Richardson, and Jordan De Silva, the captain of Somerset. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Ian. Once again, Ian Rollins reporting live from the Somerset Cricket Club. And a fun announcement today by the Chamber of Commerce. They have organized crown and anchor lessons just in time for Cup Match. A table will be set up by the flagpole on Front Street as part of the Harbor Nights event tomorrow. The Chamber's Corin Lightbourne says, quote, knowing the rules of play will put you in better standing, and we are pleased to offer locals and visitors alike the opportunity to develop their crown and anchor skills. There's one catch tomorrow. They'll be playing with Monopoly money rather than real cash. Still to come, Merle Baisden will have all the latest sports news in just a few minutes.
You can count on us.
Save $1.70 on value-pack fresh Purdue chicken thighs or drumsticks. $1.99 per pound. Extra large red ripe seedless watermelons, $14.99 each. Kraft salad dressings only $3.39 for select varieties of 16-ounce bottles. Save $1.50 on Hellman's mayonnaise, $6.39 for a 30-ounce jar. Save $3.06 on Matchlight charcoal, $7.99 for a 3.1-pound bag. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more Cup Match specials.
You can count on us.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Deshay.
Thank you for taking the time to show me your car today.
No problem.
What is it like to drive? Does it feel any different? Are the noises the same?
This car is very smooth. It's got a very quick acceleration, but she's very smooth, very quiet. Deshay, I'm going to park this car.
All right. Using the self-park feature.
Using the self-park feature.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to get in there by myself.
No. There we go. No hands.
No hands.
Oh my gosh.
We are the voices.
You are with the captain.
It's Mr. Midday. 12 new major news. The big station.
The morning show.
The number one song.
The Faces.
You're watching Bermuda Tonight.
This is exactly what you're talking about.
What an upset it was.
The Storytellers.
They are actually using the pepper spray.
Police are aware of this theory.
The water is 3,500 meters deep.
The tax climbs up to 12.5%.
The window on our community.
We bring you the best in U.S. television entertainment.
And the greatest sporting events in the world.
A brilliant performance from Duffy.
We are the island's only Bermudian-owned broadcaster of both television and radio.
With the only TV channels that are available over the air in beautiful high definition, completely free.
We are always expanding.
We are always innovating.
And most important, we're always your station.
This is Bermuda Broadcasting.
Sports now, and Earl Baisden has the latest from the CAC Games in Colombia.
Bermuda's medal count doubled in Cali yesterday when the bowlers won a silver medal. Trakai Benz, David Maycock, and Damian Matthews has won the CAC Games silver medal in the bowling try event. The Bermuda team finished 78 pins from the gold medalist finishers Colombia, who had 3,961 pins, while Bermuda recorded 3,883 pins. Costa Rica took the bronze medal with 3,876 pins. Ben was on a roll in the second game when he bowled the first of only two 300 games on the night. Bermuda's other team of Lamar Richardson, Dwayne Tolbert, and Vince Samuels finished 18th with 3,283 pins. The Bermuda Football Association announced the women's under-15 national team that will represent Bermuda at the 2018 CONCACAF Under-15 Women's Championships. The tournament will get underway August 6th and run through the 13th at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. The Bermuda team will be led by co-captains Coed Goodchild and Denny Watson, including experienced players who have played in previous CONCACAF tournaments. Meanwhile, the Bermuda Football Association confirmed Kyle Lightbourne as the senior men's national coach. Lightbourne signed the contract at the Clypeus Center of Excellence yesterday. Bermuda are preparing at the men's senior level for upcoming CONCACAF Nation League qualifying matches. Bermuda will face Aruba in Aruba September 9th, and they will play St. Martin at the National Sports Center October 12th before meeting El Salvador at the National Sports Center on November 16th. Bermuda will close out the group stage with a trip to the Dominican Republic March 25th, 2019. Kamal Levrock and his Nottinghamshire teammates split a 2020 doubleheader with Lancashire. Game 1 saw Lancashire win by 89 runs. Nottinghamshire won the toss and decided to bowl in the first game. Lancashire would score 200 for 6 in their 20 overs. Levrock would bowl 2 overs, 1 for 19. He would also hang on to a catch. In reply, Nottinghamshire were bowled out for 111. Levrock scored 4 from 3 bowls. In his 4-minute stay at the crease, he would hit 1-4. Game 2 saw Nottinghamshire win by 7 wickets. Lancashire will be restricted to 159 for 5 in their 20 overs after they won the toss and decided to bat. Levrock would finish with figures of 3 overs, no maidens, none for 11. In reply, Nottinghamshire would score 161 for 3. Levrock did not bat. Michael Ming shot a 2-round total of 2 under par and is tied 6th at the Optimus Junior International Golf Championships. Playing in the boys 16 to 18 division, Ming shot an opening round 2 under par, then followed that up with a second round even par. Over the course of the 2 rounds, Ming has 6 birdies, 26 pars, and 4 bogeys in the 36 holes played thus far. The St. David's Islanders were crowned the 2018 Bermuda Inline Ball Hockey Champions following their 4-3 win over the Southampton Sailors at the PCC Hockey Rink last evening. The Southampton Sailors took a 1-0 lead in the first period when Andrew Kernall scored. The second period saw the St. David's Islanders outscore the Southampton Sailors 2-1 to level the match at 2-2 at the end of the period. Jeffrey Engelman and Jeremy Esty would score a goal each for the St. David's Islanders, while Chris Grantier scored the lone goal in the period for the Southampton Sailors. The third period saw Esty scored twice in a matter of minutes to complete his hat-trick and increase the St. David's Islanders' lead to 4-2. Tony Jackson pulled a goal back for the Southampton Sailors, but they could not find the equalizer. Clavante Lodge Bean competed in the boys 400-meter dash 15 to 16 division final at the 2018 USA Track and Field Hershey National Junior Olympic Track and Field Championships at the North Carolina A&T State University track. In the final, Lodge Bean would clock a time of 49.03 to finish in 4th place. Dominic Mayo clocked a winning time of 1:32.53 on his way to winning the Bermuda Bicycle Association's VT Construction Madison Road Race, while Alyssa Rouse would win the women's race. Mayo would hold off a challenge from Alex Pilgrim and Matthew Oliveira to claim the title, with Pilgrim second in 1:32.56 and Oliveira third in 1:32.58. Rouse would finish 1 second ahead of second place finisher Jamie Lee Wright. Rouse would clock a time of 1:01.21 and Wright was clocked at 1:01.22, and Roseanne Hoy was third in 1:01.24. Action in the Highland Spring Junior Tennis Tournament continued at the Pomenda Gate Tennis Courts. In the boys under-16 division, Daniel Phillips defeated Max Whaley in straight sets 6-love, 6-love, while Matthew Wade defeated Kaylin Richardson in straight sets 6-4, 6-2. Matthew Wade defeated Kaylin Richardson in straight sets in their boys under-14 division match 6-3, 6-2, while Mackay Witter defeated Andrew Phillips 6-1, 6-3. Adam Hole and his Aberdeen Ironbird teammates, who are a Baltimore Orioles New York Penn League team, split a doubleheader with Mahoning Valley. Mahoning won the first game 3-0, with Hole having just won it back. Game 2 saw the Aberdeen Ironbird strike back to win 4-2. Hole, who was unwell in the first game, did not play in the second game. I'm Earl Basden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports, reporting from Columbia.
Thanks, Earl. Well, if you want to get into the competitive spirit early on the first day of Cup Match, just look out to sea from Watford Bridge. Since 2015, the Bermuda Pilot Gig Club has staged a Cup Match race on Ferry Reach, complete with Somerset and St. George's themed gig boats. But the club has since expanded with 3 more locations around the island, including one in the West End. So this year, the gig rowers will follow the Cup to Somerset. The race will cover a quarter-mile distance in front of the Bowes Island Clubhouse across from Woody's Sports Bar and can be seen from the shore and Watford Bridge. The race will start at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday, so you can warm up your voice for the day ahead by cheering for your colors from the shoreline. And that's our program for tonight. I'm Diane Brewer. Hope to see you again very soon. Good night.